Hi everyone, my name is Karen and I have been on this journey for about 12 years. I have tried so many things, and one of the most important things or crucial things that have been part of my recovery is muscle testing. It has been the biggest game changer for me since the first time that I was looking for treatments. I was really, really sick with Epstein-Barr, and no matter what I did, no matter what foods I ate, nothing helped. And I went to a doctor who became my doctor for 10 years, and he pretty much gave me my life back overnight just by muscle testing. So, for anyone who doesn't know what muscle testing is or what it does, it pretty much can detect all the imbalances in your system, can tell you what is maybe weakened or what kind of organs or body parts are not functioning as well as they should, and what have additional stressors. So then it can also tell you which supplements or homeopathics you can use to strengthen those areas. Additionally, it will tell you what you're using. So maybe something like a skincare product, taking a food supplement. Maybe there's something in your room, in your bedroom, a rug that has toxic material that is weakening you. And I also want to mention that it doesn't have to necessarily be toxic. It can just be something that your body is not handling properly, for whatever state is really vulnerable to and is making you pretty much feel worse. So this was huge for me. And I pretty much learned to be so in tune with my body. I almost didn't need to be muscle tested, but anytime that I didn't feel well, I assumed it wasn't muscle testing well. And of course, when I got muscle tested, it didn't help. So basically, I would go through, let's say it was vitamin C that I wanted to take. I would have to muscle test so many brands just to make sure the vitamin C was one that muscle tested well with me, because if it didn't, it would put me into such a bad state. Even though I wanted vitamin C and I knew it was good, but it just didn't work for my body. So it's just learning what works for your body at that time. And things might change, but it's so important, especially when you're in these vulnerable states and you need as much support and strength as possible. So it's something that, I was in probably the worst states. I can't even imagine, I can't even remember how many times I've been in these bedridden states where I just could not function, and I would go to my doctor, and almost overnight he would give me my life back just by muscle testing. So I really recommend it. And now, doing a lot better, I still will have everything muscle tested just to make sure I'm not taking anything that's going to weaken my body or make me more vulnerable, and just so I can feel my best. The best part about it is that you can also learn. So one thing that's great about muscle testing is that you can actually learn to do it yourself. Obviously, I recommend that you work with a practitioner initially, but eventually you can have either a practitioner teach you, or there are probably courses online. But I was moving from New York to London, and I was just absolutely terrified about how I would survive without my muscle tester. And so he ended up having my husband come in. We did an appointment together, and he literally taught him how to muscle test, which is really easy. But it's just a matter of knowing how to do it. But so this was something that was really helpful. And now we can muscle test things at home and in new countries and wherever we go, just because it's so important to me. And I've seen the massive difference that I feel when I have things muscle tested. So that's the beauty of muscle testing, and it is something that I cannot recommend enough.